lights out, away we go. Lando Norris does get away very well. Daniel Ricciardo too, and Norris now leads George Russell, who's ahead of Carlos Sainz, with Ricciardo coming up alongside him.
Good evening, Mr. Bond fans, or should I say, hello Formula One fans, and welcome to Formula Pun Racer. Today is October 8th, 2021. Naturally, you must be wondering, why did I speak like Calvin Dyson, who always says, good evening, Mr. Bond fans, and such? Well, today, October 8th, as I just said, is the US premiere of the 25th James Bond thriller, No Time to Die, which will be Daniel Craig's fifth and final outing as Bond, James Bond, and I can hardly wait. I'll be seeing it in theaters tonight, dressed up like this, naturally to show my enthusiasm for the movie, which should have happened last year, but as we all know, the COVID pandemic put a postponement on that and many, many other things throughout the world, so I can hardly wait. But for the moment, we're here to talk about the Russian Grand Prix, which occurred back on September 26th, and it was a British roller coaster for many different teams and drivers alike. Starting with Lando Norris of England, who took his maiden pole for McLaren in Russia, but from the start, it would seem that second-place starter Carlos Sainz Jr. of Spain and his Ferrari would take the lead, but then Lando Norris would get it back by lap 13. But in the end, weather would be a deciding factor in the outcome of the race, because for the most part, it stayed dry. But as the rains began to come, slowly but surely, it would be a hard day for Aston Martin racing team with both Sebastian Vettel and Canada's Lance Stroll, whose father, Lawrence Stroll, runs the team. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Lance and Vettel had a little tap here or there with each other. Not exactly something a team wants to see. But as for Lando Norris, who would dominate the race, the rain started to fall big time, and out of nowhere, the two championship contenders of Max Verstappen of Red Bull and Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes, who did not start out very well because Verstappen had to start from the back because of a power unit change and Hamilton started fourth. They would really be coming with a big surprise, which I'll get to later. But there was more trouble to come for Lance Stroll before his tap with Vettel, as he had a little tangle with Pierre Gasly of AlphaTauri as well. But when all was said and done, the young Canadian, he ended up into the barrier. It seems that it'll probably take a starting grid penalty for the next round, which is this Sunday, which I'll get to in a minute. But when the rain started to fall big time with 2 laps to go, Lando Norris tried as desperately as he could to hang on to the lead, but when all was said and done, his tires would just not grip and he had to head for the pits, surrendering the lead to, ta-da, Lewis Hamilton, who would hold on and take his 100th career victory. So he's the first driver to reach the triple digits in the amounts of races won. Congratulations, Lewis Hamilton, for your 100th victory in Sochi. His first was Canada in 2007. And surprisingly enough, Max Verstappen of Red Bull would take second place. So, not a bad way to go from last to second. Congratulations, Max, for taking it to the max. But as for Lewis Hamilton, a quick and late pit stop for him right before Lando had to would help him get the right tires on, and just when the rains came, if it weren't for the rain, who knows what would have happened. So, heartbreak for Lando Norris. A sweet victory for Lewis Hamilton all the same. He retakes the lead over Max Verstappen. And so, let's see what happens. Those silver arrows, they are sharp and quick.
All right.
The prancing horse of Carlos Sainz would finish third in the race. Unfortunately, looks like the prancing horse is going to get a little glued because Carlos Sainz's car has a power unit change for the next round, which should have been Japan on October 10th. Has been cancelled again because of the COVID pandemic, so this year, on this weekend, we're talking Turkey. With that said, not only is Carlos Sainz taking a penalty start for Turkey, but so too will Lewis Hamilton with a change of power unit. But this year, this October 10th, was supposed to be the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, but the COVID pandemic for the second year in a row has cancelled it, much to the dismay of all the Japanese fans, especially for fans of Honda, which is based in Japan, that the AlphaTauri team and Red Bull team, which both run with Honda engines, for this race, as a make up as a compensation for the fact there won't be a Japanese Grand Prix again, they will have a special paint job to say thank you for all the times that Honda and Red Bull and AlphaTauri have been successful together. And for the Red Bull team, they'll be in white and red on behalf of the colors of the Japanese flag, as well as a throwback paint job as well to Richie Ginther's 1965 Mexican Grand Prix win, which was Honda's first F1 victory, in fact. So with that said, it's also unfortunate that Lance Stroll will also endure a starting penalty in Turkey this weekend. But don't count him out yet, nor Carlos Sainz, nor Hamilton, because anything's possible. Still, this could be a difference in Max Verstappen's case. He could retake the points lead, and could he win to the delight of the Japanese fans, as well as the Turkish, the Dutch, and British, you name it, who knows? Anything can happen in a Grand Prix, and as I said, we're talking Turkey here, and let's see if maybe Max Verstappen can make this his personal Istan Red Bull. Congratulations, Lewis Hamilton, for taking your 100th victory in Russia. If you want to know when do we talk Turkey, there's your answer right there. October 10th, in the morning Eastern Time, tune in for the Turkish Grand Prix. That's when we'll be talking Turkey. But for the meantime, I'll just be having a drink to be enthusiastic for the 25th Bond film, No Time to Die. Here's to you, Mr. Bond. James Bond. Pepsi. Shaken, not stirred. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like, please subscribe and click the subscribe button as well as the bell below to be notified of future content. Share with your friends and get them to comment and whatnot. I always like listening to reading your comments and so on. Good luck in Turkey to all, and who knows what will come in the future for Formula One. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.